Well, hello, all my amazingly beautiful Libra friends. My name is Libra Empress, and we're going to be discussing our tarot for today. Now, remember that this is a general reading, and this is for yours as well as for my entertainment. And also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. That way, you'll always be up to date with the content that I produce, and you'll be a part of our family, alright? Alright, now, let's get going, shall we? Now, we've got your past energy, present energy, and future energy, Libras. And then, this is the fourth deck, which is all the energy in between, and you'll know where they go if it's your reading, because it's not specific to, it's like a puzzle piece. This is like a puzzle for me. I'm putting it together, I'm telling the story, and it'll resonate or it won't. It all depends on you, right? This is a general reading, so it's like I'm casting out a net, and whoever catches, catches. Alright, now, if you want a personal reading, find yourself an absolutely amazing tarot reader. Someone who you absolutely adore, and ask them to do a tarot reading for you. Okay? Make sure they're trustworthy too. Alright. I do this at my desk, but I'm too lazy to walk over there. Okay. You're like, whatever. Okay, past energy. Let's move these cards out of the way a little bit. We'll start with your past. Now, my beautiful Libras, you are dealing with, if I could see it, come on, focus. There we go. Two of Hazards. So you're balancing out your harmony and juggling a lot of responsibilities, right? And you're waiting for the cavalry to arrive. This is your past energy. You're dealing with the devil energy. Someone toxic was watching you, right? And you might be dealing with a Capricorn. Temptations, excess, and self-destruction. If you're not careful, you could end up like that. So be very leery, alright? But that toxic energy, oh man, it threw you into an Eight of Swords. Right? In a normal deck, it's like 8 swords in a circle and a person in the middle with with a blindfold on. And it's basically, swords is in your head, right? It's an air thing. So whenever you hear swords in tarot reading, it's all mind, alright? So you're feeling like there's a lack of action. You're feeling like you're being victimized, and that whatever situation you're in, there's no win situation. So the toxicity really fucking hit home with you. But that's okay, because here's the deal. See that Three of Wands? You overcame it with the help of family, cooperation, progress, and group effort. So you sought help. Okay, you reached out. Because this energy is like way bad. Way fucking bad. Currently, you're dealing with a Six of Hazards. Someone who's very generous, full of favors and rewards, but also who has strings attached. Okay? You're dealing with a Knight of Wands. This is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This guy's going moderately speedy, okay? He's bold, impetuous, and an adventurer. But here's the thing, is that he's always there at the right place at the right time. You're dealing with a King of Hazards, so you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Someone who's distant, hardworking, and a businessman. Someone who's good with their words, but not so good with their money. Or they're good with their money, not so good with their words. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm mixing up my shit. And you got a Two of Cups, so you're able to sit down with someone, right? Harmony, balance, and compromise. Sit down with an enemy and work shit out for the first time without fighting so much conflict. It's like when you're going through divorce and you got your lawyer sitting there and they're mediating, but imagine the lawyer's not being there, and then you're mediating to each other without having to have mediators there. Alright, future energy. Remember, not set in stone is the Star card. You're dealing with an Aquarius. You're getting recognition and inspiration for your achievements. Alright, it's your wish fulfillment, baby dolls. Five of Wands. And we thought that the drama was over. Here's the deal. That's you and someone else. You're fighting over something. Now, you don't think it's stupid and neither do they, right? But it's something so fucking stupid. And there's your friendship crawling away. This is quarrel, strife, and competition. You're gonna lose something over something stupid. Which is kind of funny, but not in the sense of haha, because it kind of leads you to this energy right here, the Ten of Swords, where you're fighting. You're dealing with disaster, rotten, ruin, and destruction. Okay? You're fighting for everything, and everybody's trying to take a piece of you, Libra. You're done with a Five of Swords, or a Five of Cups. Whew, swords are in my head right now, sorry. It's loss, sadness, and grief. So, it's like a loss of a situation, right? Loss of a loved one. Whichever it is, or even a loss of the fact that a relationship has ended. But if it is someone who passed away, but you got toxic devil energy here too. So all these people in the background, they're watching you. They kind of know a fraction of what you're going through. But Libra, they don't know the whole truth. They don't understand because they're not in your shoes. They don't feel your feelings the way you do. We all interpret our feelings differently. Alright, fourth deck. Okay, let's go. We'll start off with the first card. This is the Nine of Swords. Somewhere in between, you are a fucking wreck. You're very paranoid, full of anxiety and hopelessness. It's probably because the toxic energy really fucked you up. It left you in a Eight of Swords, right? And not to mention you're being stalked, so that totally helps. Ten of Wands. Burdens, responsibility, and struggle. You're struggling. Somewhere along the line, you're fucking exhausted. You're dealing in your Knight of Swords, you're rushing into a situation. You, Gemini, or an Aquarius, right? Brave, ego, and lack of emotion. You rush in, you make people think, which is kind of ironic because, I mean, people think, but they don't think like us. And each of us as individuals, we think completely different, but as air signs, as the cardinal air sign for the group of air, obviously, is us, Libras, right? We're able to fucking bring logic and facts to a conversation and really fuck some motherfuckers up, right? Like, really, like, have them questioning their conventions. Like, give them a tower moment with our verbal audacity, right? So we done that. We made them think. Four of Cups. We're bored and dissatisfied with a situation and very fucking weary. Can you tell? She's like, gosh, when will Disneyland open? And he's like, I like Twinkies. You want to get me a Twinkie? No, I want to ride on a Twinkie. What if they had a ride that was a Twinkie at Disneyland? And he's like, I'm hungry. She's like, you're going to starve to death because I'm in thought. That's a pun upon us, baby dolls. We think too much. But that's a good thing, okay? Because we weigh our pros and cons. So, we're the Hanged Man, right? We're dealing with a turning point, accepting of a situation, and making sacrifices, self-sacrifices, right? But you're also dealing with Scorpio. So have you ever heard of the Foolish Knight? The Foolish Knight is like a medieval tale, right? This knight, he starts off on his quest, right? He's leaving his house, or his home. He's got his horse, his provisions, his clothes, his armor, his weaponry, his, everything. He's good to go. And he starts trudging along. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No, he doesn't sing that tune because I don't think they had that back then. But in his head. But every so often, people will stop him and ask him, "Hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that?" And he keeps giving, and he doesn't know how to say no. And he gives and he gives and gives. By the time he reaches the curtain of the forest, he's bare-ass naked. He steps through and goes in a little ways, and he runs into some more people, and they're like, "Oh, we're hungry." can you feed us? And so he's like, yeah. So a few more hours later, he's sitting there, and he's just a head with a pile of bones next to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's okay, because somewhere along the line, we pull the strength out, right? Past, present, or future. This is a Leo energy. Resolve, conviction, and inner determination. We're not letting shit hold us back. We're calling judgment. Oh, yes, we are. You know, we're accepting the karma and responsibility for a situation. We're done. We're calling judgment. Not dealing with this shit no more. Then we're going into Virgo's card, the Hermit, right? We're just pampering ourselves. The other day I took a bubble bath. It made my ankles not hurt. It was the first time in like 15 years. But you should do that too, right? Because somewhere along the line you're going to go in the hermit mode. And you have to. All these people want you, okay? But they didn't appreciate you when you were there, right? Not in the way that you deserve. You absolutely deserve to be appreciated and loved in every way possible. But they don't understand that because they're on their own journey. You know, and with being on their own journey, they're not going to reach Empress or Emperor mode anytime soon. So you need to rest and recover so you can continue to grow within. Okay? You're dealing with Two of Swords. You're indecisive. You're having difficult decisions and paying attention to different views. This is all in your head. Personally, I wouldn't use the shotgun or the chainsaw. I'd use a fucking machete or a katana because it's quieter. And zombies, they like noise, so I don't want like a horde coming at me. And I'm pretty sure you don't either, but it's your choice ultimately, right, Libras? So you had to step into the Queen of Swords mode, right? Or this is another Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius in your vicinity. Someone who's intelligent, sharp-tongued, and unscrupulous. See, it sounds like us though. Because we can be assholes, and we put it plainly. Done with a Seven of Cups, so you've got many options, got many admirers. You are being stalked, okay, by a toxic energy. Someone from the past just will not let us go. You and me both, and you're very you're an empath. Not to mention, no, I don't see it here yet. Huh. Anyway, this is choices, consideration, and daydreams. Now, Libras, you have a choice to make, and if you don't fucking make a choice will be made for you, and you might not like it, the turnout, alright? So think carefully. Decide what's best for you, because you are an empress. And it doesn't matter what's between your legs, right? Male or female, we all have male and female energy within our soul, right? Within us. And we have to go through these journeys, these really tough fucking journeys, in order to, like for the female, and it's like leveling up video game style, right? Just like going through all this bullshit. And this lasts, seems like 15 years. But if I have to choose, it's been like the last 3 years. It sucked really bad for me. I don't know about you guys. But it has. I'm sorry, I'm making you guys yawn. I bet you're watching this while sleeping. I do that too, but not mine. Where was I going with that? Whoa. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm kind of like, it's 5 in the morning. I've been up all night. So you're dealing with a Page of Swords, right? Someone who's a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This could be you. Holy crap. I'm not getting enough oxygen in my brain. You're very inquisitive, headstrong, and observant. So you're paying attention to your surroundings, or someone you know is. Now, on the other hand, I like this card mainly because, he kind of looks like that little boy who's trying to steal Darla from Alfalfa. Except for this little boy has red hair instead of whatever hair color the other kid has. I haven't seen it in a while and I own it. That's sad. Okay, you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Alright, King of Cups. Someone who's full of empathy, very diplomatic, and very generous. Okay, he's got his cup full. Like, overabundance of love, right? But this also calls for the fact that Libra, you're making a decision, right? And you're thinking logically. But it's also telling you to weigh in on your emotions, your heart. Be empathetic. Empathetic? That doesn't sound right. Just like 3 weeks ago, I was trying to say energy, and it still doesn't sound right coming from my mouth. Maybe it's because I'm going deaf. So, okay, you know what to do. So 5 of Swords. Defeat bickering and severing ties. Yeah, you're severing ties. You're tired of the bullshit. You just want peace of... You want your soul to be in peace. You want to just enjoy the life you have. You're creating that fucking bucket list. You're putting shit on it and you're knocking it off as you're going. You know, you got one life to live. You shouldn't have to continue to be hampered down by negative Nancy's, Debbie Downers. Okay, so 10 of Hazards, wealth, family, and contentment. So you're having fun. You know what's funny is, what was I looking at? I was thinking that... Okay, so a lot of us are being... Like earlier I was going to mention this card here. I just barely saw this card in the deck. But I was thinking about it throughout your energy. Like hardcore. I don't know if you guys feel like someone's astral projecting and watching you while you sleep. I know that shit's happening to me, and it's uncomfortable. That's probably why I'm still awake after like being up for almost 2 days. But it's unnerving being watched, especially if it's like a twin flame, a toxic twin flame. So you've got the Moon card here, right? Now here's the deal. There's deception and secrets, and you've got to go within. You're also dealing with a Pisces, okay? Just throwing that out because this is the Pisces card. But you need to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep, Libra. Let's go to sleep together. We'll have a sleeping slumber party tonight, right? But when you're sleeping and dreaming, pay attention to the symbols in your dream, all right? If you don't know what they mean, get online and research it. But if you're lazy, what you could do is, I've got a whole section, a video, like a whole playlist, and every day a dream meaning pops up. No one hardly watches them, but I've got a whole list, so you can scroll. It's A through Z. I brought it from astrology.com over to my channel so that it could help people who are just looking through YouTube for information, you know, on stuff. But there's yeah, you know, and then you've got your ancestors or ghosts that are also watching you. But I feel like your ex is really astral projecting. It's totally unnecessary, but it's unnerving at the same time, especially when you haven't cut that cord yet and you want to cut it. So you got the Knight of Cups, right? This is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Yeah, you're getting a lot of Pisces in your reading, and Cancer and Scorpio, huh? Water signs. So this guy's romantic, full of adventure, and moody as all hell, right? But what's great about him is that in his story, it talks about watching your heart because he's a player. In other decks, he's not considered one, as far as of my knowledge goes. Like the regular deck, they always talk about him being like Prince Charming or some shit. But I take the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I'd rather have him as Prince Charming. At least he's fucking showing up at the right place at the right time and bringing you shit. Free shit. Rushes forward, brings you back goodie bags. What a bonus. Goodie bags, right? This is my favorite card. Ace of Hazards. Possibilities, financial rewards, and new beginnings. So the reason why I like this isn't because of the jewelry. It's because in the story it talks about getting a high five from the undead. Right? My hand would have squished hers. But it also talks about world domination and shit. And when I hear that, I think of the Pinky and the Brain theme song. Pinky and the Brain. My sister got mad at me because I named both of her rats Pinky and Brain. That's a dumb name. I'm like, oh yeah, watch the theme. And she's like, okay, Okay, you win. Just leave me alone. I only have Pinky left. Brain died at the beginning of the year. Sorry for the Downey, Debbie Downey kind of thing, but you know how it goes. Kind of just held him until he died. It was natural. So you're dealing with the World card somewhere along the line, right? Lessons learned, end of a journey, and completing. Well, why the world's going to hell, and it is, in one way or another. Nobody's taking accountability for their actions. They're being asshats, basically, right? Whiny asshats. You are safe, Libra, with the love of your life, or with your family, alright? You're not letting it affect you because you've even got fucking the star card, wish fulfillment. So you're waiting on knowledge, the Hierophant, right? You're waiting for the truth from that person who's toxic, advice and education, and you're dealing with a Taurus. But what's funny is, as you're waiting for the truth, when you get it, you get the Sun card. Success, enlightenment, and hope, right? It always reminds me of fucking Resident Evil, number 2, the movie. I saw it in theaters a long time ago when it first came out. And, besides the church scene where the motorcycle's diving through it, I liked how she was running across the building and fighting, her ex-husband who was forced to take the T virus, and it had a totally different effect on him than it did on her, which is ironic and iconic. So that was good. Anyway, so the bottom of the deck is 7 of Swords. You're dealing with theft, sabotage, and deception. So some shit's happening around you. Some people are two-faced. But you're going through a lot of shit. Past energy, you're stuck in your head. Sometimes you want to go back and be stuck in your head. You just want to go hermit mode and relax and not deal with the world and crawl in your bed and just cry, right? And you're feeling absolutely alone. Maybe your mother's sick. Your father's sick. You're scared of losing your family. And I blinded myself, and you got a glimpse at my nose hole, I think. But I'm sorry. I'm just dropping it. This is what happens when I hold my own phone. You should see me at night dropping on my face at least 5 times. Okay, so people are expecting so much from you, and you're being pulled in different directions, but at the same time you're crying on the inside, or you're going to be crying. You're about to your breaking point, Libra. And you have to go ghost mode. It doesn't help that fucking someone's astral projecting into your bedroom, so you're getting no sleep during the night. You know, it doesn't help that fucking you're treated like crap. You have 2 options. Past lovers, I'm pretty sure, is coming back still. I don't see the card here because I didn't pull it, but it's still, you're making a decision. You're nervous. You don't want them to come back. The toxic energy proves that they were not very great with you. Oh no, they fucking weren't. They were abusive in one way or another, and you didn't deserve that. But then, Libras, you also know that you have a mouth on you when you're angry, because I know, because I do too. I swear like a sailor on oh god, I can't even think of the word. I'm seeing it in my head. It's terrible. You know how athletes take drugs? Oh, steroids. There we go. So you swear like a sailor on steroids. And it freaks people out. That's why you try to hide your dark side just as much as I do. not to be deceptive, but you try not to bring it out because you actually generally want to keep the balance. But you're not afraid to bring it out when you want to. Oh, hell no. So regardless of the bullshit that happened, and you're scared, you're nervous, you don't want the past to come back, but you're able to sit down with people, family and friends, dealing with someone who's sick, and you're scared, right? Ending of a situation. You're being stolen from, and you're gaining success. So keep doing you. Know that you are absolutely loved inside and out. I love you. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Libra Empress. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. And totally thank you for seeing up my nose hole. You know, that was totally a surprise. That's like a nip pick. Which you don't expect. You're like, that didn't make any sense, Libra Empress. I don't know what's wrong with you. You exhausted? Yes, I am. Okay, if you want to leave a comment, but it's a very personal comment, alright, where you don't want everybody seeing it, what you can do is you go to my YouTube channel, go to my About section, look up my name, get on Facebook Messenger, and message me. Be like, hey, this is Libra. Don't you dare apologize for getting a hold of me, okay? Because we're family, and I will drop what I'm doing and talk with you, alright? I love you. And that's pretty much why I created this channel, is so that you know that you're not alone, and we can all, build a community together. I'll bring a fresh perspective to whatever's going on. Don't be afraid to open up. I get it. Sometimes it's hard to vent to those closest to us because they think they know what's best, but they don't. Because the only one that knows what's best is you, and you've got to think about the situation. Okay, and you deserve the best. Everybody deserves the best, but everybody's on their own journey, so you know how that goes. Anyway, my flash went off. I love you. Have a great night. I will see you next time for next time's tarot or for tomorrow's daily horoscope. Okay? Or, Monday's horoscope, because tomorrow, or this weekend's is all in one. Love you. Bye.